Welcome back to Coffee and Cocktails with these lovely ladies. We're going to talk about design trends. So, Amanda, what do you think?
A lot of exciting things going on. I think we all, as agents, have our own personalized style that we kind of cling to. But of course, we need to chameleon and understand the needs and wants and desires of our clients. One of my very favorite personal trend is super in style right now, which is mid-century modern, which I'm super excited about.
Love it.
I love that listing that you have.
Thank you. Yes, on Royal Lane, we're super excited about that. It's a great portfolio piece for myself and the builder, The Art of Dwelling. So I'm seeing a little bit of everything. We are in Texas, though, so I see a lot of their traditional Texas style, and then I'm seeing a lot of transitional where they're mixing the Texas style and the modern, and I'm really liking that as well. What are you guys seeing?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of different types, but I think we all know the basic, Chip and Joanna right now is like very, very, very popular, very nice. I have noticed, I don't know if you could notice this. Yeah, a lot of shiplap, but I have noticed that she's trending her colors a little differently too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And since so many of clients will reference her, but I tend to go into houses sometimes and go, oh, this has got the country feel or the country French feel, and I'm probably the only one that does that, obviously, but or the modern feel or this feel. And then when I bring my clients in and they look at it and they go, well, what would we do with this? I'm like, you love the location, you can work with this. Right. You love the schools or whatever it is that you love about this particular property. You can take it beyond the cosmetic for them, they need to see that.
Yeah. My personal favorite are a lot of people are doing the barn doors right now and the wood paneling. I really like that. I think it definitely mixes up because I think for a while we've just seen a lot of the light and grays, especially with the new builds and a lot of the rehabs. But I think they're starting, like you said, to mix it up because it's just so overplayed. There's so much of it between the new builds and the people that are renovating the homes. I work with a lot of investors, and it's pretty much the same, right? The wood floors and then the grays and the lights and those kind of tones. So I love that they're mixing that in for some more character because I'm from Florida originally, so I'm not used to these like cookie cutter homes where I'm used to just every house being different, having their own private builders and things like that. So it's so cool to see a lot more character in the houses than those kind of designs.
That's what our buyers want. There's so many transients coming in, and that's exactly what they're looking for. And I think they've helped to kind of change that trend here, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
I think millennials, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think like they're more, I've seen a lot of plays with color, and like I love the oranges and the blues. If
That's
it's done tastefully,
yeah.
I think it looks great, and people are exploring with that a little bit.
And you have it
more.
on.
I know.
She said orange and blues, and she's wearing orange and blue.
This is the house I would like.
Actually, that royal blue color with the orange, as we're seeing on you, is fantastic. I think right now, sometimes people get afraid to punch out a color or two right now, but if they are in this house that has a bunch of gray or whatever, then you can put just about anything with that. And that's what I try to tell people, buyers. Let's look at what we can't change. We can change this. We can change. Can we live with that backsplash? Can we live with this until? Because
what are deal breakers?
Exactly. But trends will change. It's like anything. I don't know if I'm going to like my neighbors. I bet they'll move. Have them call me. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's a great marketing. You don't like your neighbors? Convince them to move, and I will relocate them for you. I love
Send
that.
them a letter. Yeah. Also, the rose golds. Are you guys seeing that more too?
Yes, I am.
I
couldn't go there, but I did.
I think it's really trendy, but I like it now for sure.
Yeah,
it's grown on me.
Yeah. Well, I lived it the first time, folks. So
it's coming back around now, Jill.
I know it's coming back around. That's why I don't know if I can go there.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I think we'll like it. It'll just be the norm, and then that'll be what people want. What I have seen in millennials, kind of getting back to our market shift and what we were talking about before, though, is that they do want the move-in ready. Mm-hmm. They are not interested in going in and doing a big rehab. They want to move in ready and get on with their lives.
I've noticed. I don't too.
Yeah.
There's this builder called New Modern Home in Frisco, and they have the plugins for Teslas already built into the house.
Oh my God.
It's low maintenance, comes with solar panels. Like, it's such a cool...
I'm loving the new builds. Like, we had worked with Lennar Homes, and the entire house, like, we had to set up an appointment for Google to come out. And I was just like, this is so awesome. Like, they already had the Ring doorbell and so. I mean, it all comes with it. It's not like upgrades. Like, it's just the standard now, your entire house being wired.
And is it Lennar that's doing the multi-generational homes as well. Is it Lennar? I think that's really cool too, because a lot of people are having their in-laws or parents or whatever move in with them, and these specific builders are literally building in-law suites and such to make.
Well, it's almost like they're just keeping with the trends, right? Like the Ring, something as simple as the Ring doorbell. I mean, a lot of people are installing that. They're like, okay, great, we're going to make this standard.
Yeah, it's not
so
expensive
cool.
to install.
It's not.
Yeah, you could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right, they might just charge you $1,000. It's really $259.
I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. The Amazon, what is it called? Not Siri, it's Alexa. Alexa. So I just can't believe you can go into houses now and just be like, hey, Alexa, just like talk to your house.
Yes, our whole house
awesome.
is set up that way. Our blinds are set up that way. Our music, we have the Ring doorbell. I mean, my husband's really into all that. But I thought it was interesting what you had just mentioned briefly, kind of joking around about the builders. Well, you could put it in for $250,000. They'll charge you $1,000. That's another really important reason to have a realtor represent you
absolutely.
in the building process, because there are a lot of things like that buyers don't realize, and they think, oh, well, the builder's rep said that I don't need an agent and they can help me. Well, we could go on for days about why it is so important to have your realtor representation in a new build, but that is one of them, because there are so many things that people don't know or don't understand what
Or they just don't read it.
Right, or they don't
Well, they
read
know
it.
too.
And you could save yourself a lot of money by just having the good advice of somebody that really knows,
What's
about all that
standard,
stuff.
what's not standard. Absolutely.
Yeah, and what you can and can't live without right now. If for some reason this particular house, somebody else had put cameras certain places, maybe you don't need that or this.
Sure. You
gotta
just have the
Ring.
wiring, and then you pay somebody else to come in and actually install everything. There's you could save a lot of money by knowing what to do there.
And I'll just bring this up as something kind of crazy, because my son's 15, but I think he's really like 40, and I know most parents can understand that. But he won't let us have Alexa or whoever else is out there, because he is convinced that I'm telling you how paranoid my child is, and I don't know where he gets it. But that you could say something and somebody else, and they record everything you say or something like that.
They're actually, I mean, this is not real estate. We won't go into that, but there is Alexa is, I mean.
It is what it is. So. But I think it's I think it's normal.
I mean, you have your phone on you and it has a microphone if you give permissions. I mean,
yeah, he's going to move out soon, so we'll do it then.
Exactly.
Yeah, as soon as he moves out, we'll go ahead and do it, because I am all about convenience. I'm like the person that wants to be, I want my convenient life.
I just can't wait for it to do laundry for you.
that'd be
Alexa,
awesome.
can you please put a load in? Something like that.
All of a sudden, somebody knocks on your door.
Put it down in a chute or something.
That's why you have kids. That's why you have kids. They get to do that.
Hurry up, Elias. Get older.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it's interesting though now when you go into a house, what is different in a new build is, opposed to what we see in an older home.
Right.
And maybe they can knock out walls or something like that. But, if you're thinking about a new build, there is a lot, and you definitely need a realtor for, I think for sure.
Okay, awesome. So we are next going to talk about advice to give to new real estate agents. So stay tuned and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Kind of like what I said, whatever that was.
Yeah, no, it's good. Do it again. Now I'm going to stop eating during breaks. This is me. I'm like, yeah.